You might think this dish is super complicated to make, but it's actually quite easy. I'm talking about Rogan Josh, goat meat, also called mutton in India, that's been slow cooked in oil and yogurt with lots of spices. It's got an intense red color but isn't very spicy. It's a popular dish all over the world. Horns up and welcome to Meet India, my series where I take you across the country on a culinary journey showcasing the best meat and seafood this country has to offer, one state at a time, and also including the Union Territories. And today we're going to the Union Territory of Kashmir and we're making Rogan Josh, which is a dish famous all over the world. You get it at every curry house and I think everyone knows the dish. But did you know that this dish has two versions? One made by the Kashmiri Pandits and one made by the Kashmiri Muslims. And today we're going to do the Kashmiri Pandit version. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking. For this recipe, I'm going to start by making a yogurt mix that we add later while cooking the mutton. In a bowl, I add 1 cup of yogurt, 1 teaspoon of fennel powder, 1 teaspoon of sant powder or dried ginger powder, 1 teaspoon of jeera powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of hing or asafoetida, a quarter teaspoon of garam masala, 1.5 tablespoons of Kashmiri red chili powder, and a few strands of saffron. Then give it all a good mix and set this aside. For the mutton, I'm using bone-in meat as it's always got more flavor. I'm using the mutton from the leg and the shoulder. It's got some fat, but it's not a very fatty cut. This is about a kilo of mutton, which is 2.2 pounds. Now for that lovely red color in Rogan Josh, I'm using an ingredient called Ratan Jot, which is called dyer's alternate in English. It's simply used for color in the dish. It adds no real flavor, so you can skip it if you can't find it where you live. Let's get our kadai on the stove and start cooking by heating up a quarter cup of mustard oil. To that I add some green cardamom and some cloves. And then I add in the mutton, and now you just want to cook this on a high heat for about 10 minutes, stirring the mutton, getting it all seared and sealed up, and even getting a bit of color on the meat. A good sear on all the pieces is what we're after. After about 10 minutes, in goes the yogurt mixture. Give it all a good mix and then cover it and cook. Now this mutton is going to take 40 to 50 minutes to cook and become nice and tender. So every once in a while open it up, give it a good stir so that nothing is sticking or burning. And if you feel the mixture is looking too reduced, you can add some water. But just keep cooking it till the mutton is nice and tender, and then you can adjust the gravy how you like it. But authentically, it's supposed to be a super thick gravy at the bottom with that layer of red oil on the top. Now I will heat up some ghee in a frying pan and add in the Ratan Jot. And just let it steep for about 2 to 3 minutes on a low heat, and you'll see that red color leaching out from the Ratan Jot, and now it's going to be ready to use. Now I pour that ghee out into the Rogan Josh through a strainer and give it all a good mix. And our mutton Rogan Josh is ready and good to go. Serve it up and it looks like $1 million, my friends. And of course I got to give you that front camera shot and get in on that Rogan Josh action. Oh yeah. Anyway, time for the official taste test. Alright folks, it's time to taste the Rogan Josh and I am excited to dig in. This is looking delicious. I've got some rice here which I'm eating it with. And of course I've taken the boneless pieces of mutton. Once I'm off camera, I'll sit and chow down on the bony ones. But for now, let's dig in. Oh, yum. It's a bit spicy though, but not like super spicy. It's got a kick to it. Of course, it's less spicy than some of the other regular Indian curries, but it is so flavorful. And the best part is, it's such a simple and easy recipe. And I know for some of you who are not familiar with Indian food, it may seem complicated, but trust me, once you start cooking, it'll be a breeze. You know what? Mutton is a seriously underrated meat. This is delicious, guys. I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to go now and listen to my favorite podcast, the Joe Rogan Josh podcast. I'm just kidding around, friends. Anyway, I hope you'll make this. And I'll see you on the next episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Until then, cheers and keep cooking. And of course, a big thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon and on the YouTube channel memberships. You are all awesome. Let me know in the comments below what recipe you'd like me to make next. Anyway, till then, cheers. Again, once more, repeat, cool.